Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out some more Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but first, peep the haircut. It looks like I just came back from the military or something. It's very, very short, but you know what? I kind of like it. It's a little bit spiky because I just got out of the shower, but it's fine. Anyways, we are getting into episodes 5 and 6 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine today, starting off with Second Skin, episode 5, and then episode 6 of season 3, The Abandoned. And I'm really excited for both these episodes, not because I know anything about these episodes, but because season 3 has gotten off to an absolutely incredible start. The two-parter, which the Search Part 1 and Part 2 was incredible, and we got to see the Founders and the Dominion and stuff like that. And then episodes 3 and 4, The House of Quark and Equilibrium, were outstanding episodes as well. One about Quark and Ferengi and stuff like that, and the other one about Dax and Trills and the symbiotes. They were really awesome episodes, so I'm excited to see what these episodes can bring and if they can bring the same firepower that the first 4 episodes have brought so far. And before we get into this reaction, if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon of uncut and early access reactions to my movies and TV shows such as Star Trek Deep Space Nine that come out up to 3 weeks early, as well as exclusive Patreon merch, live streams, movie polls, movie reactions, and so much more. Thank you so much if you check it out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, I have nothing really else to say. My dog Huxley is right here. She's fast asleep on the bed, but she's really excited to be checking out Star Trek with us today. So everyone say a big hello to Huxley in the comments or in the live chat if you're watching this with the premiere. And anyways, let's dive into this thing. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 3, Episode 5, Second Skin.
15 minutes late for your appointment in the holosuites, and by the look of that drink, you've been nursing it for a while. You got stood up.
Something's wrong. Oh, really?
You must know. I'm waiting for Major.
I bet Frank stood her up.
Holosuites.
She feels they're a complete waste of time.
But if you'd like, I could.
You could.
You could what?
Regret it.
Maybe some other time.
I like that Quark is still trying to get with him.
Like sailing across the Great Arg on New Mecca.
Oh yeah, that's so easy.
This is Major Kira.
Major, my name is Elena Scrim.
Hello.
Cardassian records clearly indicate that Akira Nerys was held at Elmsper for...
Wait.
7 days.
Wait.
Akira Nerys of Dakur Province, a member of the Shakar Resistance Cell.
Hold on, and Cardassians are good with their paperwork. Who are you? Who are you? This is interesting. Did she forget about these 7 days? Did she not go? Is this a lie? Is this a conspiracy? Who knows? But let's find out. Star Trek Deep Space Nine! Yeah, Huxley, sing it! Yeah, you hear that? She's great at singing.
These prison records don't agree, then one of them must be wrong. Either the records or...
Yeah, Odo's correct.
My memory is fine. I know exactly.
Garrick's in this episode. Let's go.
And we spent most of our time in caves, hiding from the Cardassian sensor sweeps. Believe me, it was very...
But what if your memory's wrong?
These records are fake.
Because Cardassians are usually pretty good at keeping records.
Now wait. I remember you.
No way.
You were there too, weren't you?
No way.
Kira Nerys.
What is this conspiracy?
You used to wear your hair differently, didn't you? Longer?
No way. He actually does remember her.
When the Cardassians dragged you out of our cell, I gave you up for dead. Those were bad times.
Yes, they were.
Kira episodes are always so intriguing. I love them so much.
This shouldn't take long. I should only be on Bajor a few days.
Well,
The management on you until you get back.
I feel like it might be a longer than few days. I feel like this is going to go a little deeper than she thinks. Who are you?
Well, Garrick. I went past your shop, but it was closed.
Bashir and Garrick on another date.
The Klystrons have developed a new burn treatment technology which has to be seen to be believed.
Oh, that's cool, Bashir. That's cool.
Brief excursion to Bajor. I don't think I've been off this station in nearly 3 years.
Oh, man. He needs a vacation.
Space is dangerous, Doctor. You never know what might happen.
Oh my god, that had some meanings there.
Are you saying the Cardassian government would have you killed if you left this station?
Yeah, they probably would.
So I could show her the information I'd retrieved from Elmsper.
Wait.
She never came.
Wait.
As far as I can tell, no one's seen her since she left the spaceport.
Wait. So she was kidnapped by that person with the long nose. Cardassian house or something? Oh, wait 1 second. Oh, wait 1 second. This is a nightmare.
We brought you back home.
No.
To Cardassia.
Kira, sleeper agent. Dude, I would just run out of a window at that point. Oh god.
Or what you're trying to do, but it won't work. Whatever you think, this is gonna
She looks kind of cool as a Cardassian.
change my appearance. You are never gonna convince me that I am a Cardassian.
Oh god.
For you. I'm sorry. I wish.
What do they want from her?
Sometimes I question the wisdom of our infiltration methods. By altering the memories of our long-term operatives, we ensure.
No. This is not true.
Of course not. At least not yet.
This is not true. This guy's lying.
Until your original memory reemerges, I don't expect you to believe a word I say. But it still can be difficult watching someone you care about suffer.
Care about?
You are an undercover operative of the Obsidian Order.
No way. No way.
We kidnapped a Bajoran terrorist, gave you her memory.
Kira.
I know. You don't believe me.
This is not true, is it?
This is not a prison, Ileana. This is your room, in the house where you were born.
Ileana is kind of a cool name.
This contains a personal statement you recorded before you were sent to Bajor. Watch it. It should help explain things.
No, I feel like this is the double. There's gonna be another twist. You know what I mean? My mind doesn't believe this.
All right. I want to know the name of every ship that was in the area at the time of the beam out.
Okay, Cisco.
All the ground-based transporters in the area. That'll be all.
Yeah, I love when Cisco gets stuff done.
By a disruptor or a phaser set to kill.
Oh man. You know, I kind of like this room. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of Cardassian architecture, but I kind of like this room. And I really like that vase. That's cool.
The initial debriefings can be difficult. We couldn't allow any interruptions.
His daughter?
I understand. Ileana,
Wait, no, what?
Ileana, this is Legate Tekeni Gamor. He's your father.
Oh my days.
I'm sorry. I know you don't remember me, but I've been waiting for this for so long.
It's kind of sweet though, don't you think?
She's my daughter. She's not going to hurt me.
Well,
you will remember. In time. Until then, please, consider yourself a guest in this house.
I hope this is just all a ploy for something else. For some information.
If you're finished here, I was wondering if you'd like to join me for a late snack.
Yeah, let's go. Or Bashir could say, Garrick, you're the snack.
News about Major Kira.
He's gotten some news.
Don't worry. They're not on. I'm a member of the Central Command. They're only activated at my request.
Really?
I assumed you'd be used to Bajoran food by now, so I took the liberty of replicating some Hasperat.
Wait, that's actually kind of nice.
Your daughter was talented.
Yes, she is.
Not was, is.
You thought it was your duty to Cardassia, personally. I think Cardassia could use a few more artists.
If this daughter is actually real, very similar to Kira.
She died of malnutrition at the Singa refugee camp when I was 3.
Oh my days.
Really good. The house, the food.
Yeah, it's starting to fool me.
Very convincing. But I don't believe a word of it.
I don't, but I'm kind of starting to. It would be the craziest twist in the world if Kira is a Cardassian.
And Major Kira is being held by the Obsidian Order. Retrieving her would be impossible.
Yeah, that is true.
But not for you.
Interesting.
Tend to put your abilities to the test. The 3 of us are going to Cardassia.
The 3?
What a good trio.
Government who are concerned about your presence on the station. In fact, they want you removed. Right.
So this would be a way for him not to get removed.
Rescuing Kira would go a long way toward improving your standing with the Bajoran government.
Yeah, it would.
Space station under Federation control might just be the safest place in the galaxy.
Yeah, I agree, Cisco.
This is extortion.
Yes, it is.
He's like, yeah, it is. What are you gonna do about it?
We leave in 3 hours.
There's something about Cisco.
But I want one thing to be perfectly clear.
What's that, Garrick?
If it looks like we're in danger of being captured, you're on your own.
That's the first completely honest thing you've ever said to me.
I also agree.
Of you, Commander.
I was saying there's something about Cisco where the last 5 or 6 episodes of season 2 and going into season 3, he feels very different. He feels a lot more powerful and strong and more presence. You know what I mean?
A few hours. It's been 2 days.
And what if the injections never work?
Your daughter has some information that we need.
This is just a ploy. They're just pretending she's the daughter.
She's one of our own people. We have no reason to harm her.
And I'll be nearby to remind you of that, in case you forget.
He's playing a good role as a protective dad. I don't believe a single thing. I am believing less and less because they're asking her for information now.
You are still one of my operatives. Now, I don't want to hurt you, but if you don't cooperate...
What, you're gonna hurt me?
Send me exhibit S1983I immediately.
Exhibit? What is this?
Nothing you can show me will make any difference.
I feel like something's about to make a difference.
Order saves everything that comes into its possession.
So Kira, are they gonna show her Kira?
Ancient artifacts, even... Here it is.
No, my god, they're actually gonna show her Kira.
Logical subjects like this one here.
There's no way.
When it comes to the Obsidian Order, nothing is impossible.
Dude, there's no way. We got so many cool things now. We got the Dominion, we got the Obsidian Order. Oh, it's so cool.
You hit your target only to find out.
I killed a Harakat.
A mother Harakat.
How does he know about that?
I know about it because we placed that story in your memories, Ileana.
Oh my god, there's no way.
The other memory you have.
There's no way. This guy's so menacing.
Is there anything that I've said we've done that's beyond the capabilities of the Obsidian Order?
No.
Not my operative. If you're not who I say you are, why would I be playing this game?
Yeah, that's so true.
If I wanted to extract the information from you, I'd have it already.
Yeah, he's kind of speaking the truth.
Watch the recording. Think about what I've said, because the Order won't wait much longer.
What are they planning, though? That's the thing. Why do they want this information about Starfleet personnel? Are they wanting to attack the station? Are they wanting to know its defense capabilities? All of the above?
Wire running between the wall and the access plate. You tripped a silent alarm when you separated them.
Dad knows the stuff.
Ileana.
Stop calling me that. I am not your daughter, and I never was. I'm leaving.
It's just the fact that she hasn't gotten those memories yet.
I will never cooperate with the Order. Eventually, they're going to realize that. They will interrogate me, and I won't survive.
No, I feel like this is in her mind.
Before you make your decision, I beg you, watch the recording Enter gave you. It's the only way you'll ever really know the truth.
I want her to watch the recording now too, but I think this is in her mind. Remember at the end of The Search Part 2, the second episode of Season 3, where it's in like Cisco's mind and everyone else's mind, how the Dominion are just gonna full frontal basically take over DS9 and everything like that? I think it's the same situation here, but to extract information. Make everything seem like it's very real.
Just looks unhappy all the time. I hope someday they understand.
Interesting. I love that we have this beautiful ship now.
Garrick snooping around the access corridor outside the main phaser banks.
I was merely taking a stroll.
Garrick, man.
You can protest all you like.
Benjamin, I'm detecting 2 Galler-class warships.
Oh man, you're done.
I don't want to get too close to them. Is a communications holofilter ready?
Communications holofilter.
Do nicely, Lieutenant. Engage the overlay. Put them on screen.
Wait, what is this technology?
Galbanil of the 8th Order.
Identify yourself.
What is this technology? This is sick.
Barbarian terranium intended for military use.
Prepare to be boarded.
Boarded.
The terranium can wait. Maquis activity is on the rise in this sector.
We're still talking about that.
Do it. I can get us out of this if you let me talk to them.
Okay, Garrick. Okay, Garrick.
Very observant of you. Now turn your ships around.
Excuse me.
Okay, Garrick.
Priority mission, clearance verification 9218 black.
No way.
All records of this encounter from your logs and talk of it to no one.
No way.
Clearance code verified.
Oh,
you are doing your duty. End transmission.
oh God, that was so cool.
What are the names of the Starfleet ships deployed along the demilitarized zone?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's not acceptable.
Dude, she's struggling.
Their names, Ileana. Give me their names!
Oh my God, she's really struggling.
Member of the Central Command, where he may or may not go in his own home.
Oh my days. What is it? She's starting to believe it. She's really starting to believe it. Wow, guys.
If he takes you to Order headquarters, we must get you away from Cardassia.
Okay, I like this guy, even though he's part of the Central Command, which is pretty bad. Wow, that's a powerful moment. What is going on in this episode, guys? This is a great one. Season 3, another banger.
I can be as stubborn as you. It runs in the family.
Legate.
Ileana.
Get this guy out of here.
He's a friend. He's going to help get you off Cardassia.
Never mind, I like this guy. Keep him.
And the Central Command have been given too much power over our lives. We're going to change that.
You're a dissident.
Your father...
Really?
He has everything any Cardassian could want, yet he's willing to risk his life for what he believes.
And to save you.
Goodbye, Ileana.
It's actually crazy that the dad's doing this.
I love you.
Oh.
The fact that you're a dissident, that you're willing to help me, that can't be a coincidence.
Ileana.
Wait, she's thinking about this.
Why did he go to so much trouble, changing me into a Cardassian, sending me to you?
Think about it.
It's not me he's after.
What are you talking
Wait, he's after... Oh my god.
Because I resemble your daughter, and they knew you would never stand by and watch me be tortured.
No way.
They wanted you to try and...
Wait, so this is actually real.
You couldn't have done any better if you were one of us.
Oh my god, it actually was true.
We've got to transport a suppression field over this whole area.
No!
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're dead.
The movement will survive without me.
You underestimate your importance, Legate. With your help...
Dude, he needs to leg it out of here.
The Obsidian Order is Cardassia.
Oh, wow, what a statement.
Trouble.
The Major is the least of your problems, and
Yes, Garrick Cisco.
You lower your weapons.
do as he says. Now.
Oh my god, and Odo's here too.
I'll take that.
Oh my god, Odo, you're a genius.
I think we better be going.
Don't worry, he's on our side. I think. Come on.
I think so true.
Ship waiting. From the sound of things, I think you better come with us.
Yes, I think that might be wise.
Garrick.
He is legging it out of here.
Enemy of the Order.
Treason, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder.
Woohoo! Good line.
Fellow Cardassians, and though I'd like to stay and listen to you bluster, I simply don't have the time.
Okay, Garrick. Hold on.
A pity. I rather liked him.
Garrick just eviscerated that man.
I still don't understand. If Ileana really was transformed into a Bajoran,
Then where is she?
why not bring Ileana back instead?
Because the designerine would have worked on Ileana.
Yeah, and it didn't work on you.
And she would have cooperated with him.
So she's still out there somewhere then.
I'm her father. For all I know, she's still on Bajor.
Aw.
The Mathanite government has offered me political sanctuary.
Okay, that's good.
One more thing before I leave. Can I give you some fatherly advice?
Yes.
That Garrick fellow. Don't trust him near East ever.
Yeah.
I'll keep my eye on him.
Would he? I guess he's in it for himself. But he likes Bashir. He would betray Bashir right there in love.
It doesn't belong to me. I can't keep it.
No.
It does.
I want you to have it.
Oh.
But until I find Ileana, you're the closest thing I have to family.
Oh, wait, that's so nice. And she doesn't have a family really either.
I realize now. You're an honorable man.
Oh.
Your daughter must have loved you very much.
Yeah, I think she would have. It's like the nicest Cardassian I've ever met in my entire life. Wow, that was so good. That was such a good episode. That was, oh my god. Oh wow, I can't believe how good that episode was, guys. 5 for 5 Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 3 so far. Awesome stuff. And that was my reaction to Second Skin, Episode 5 of Season 3 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And I have to say, Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 3 is 5 for 5 on great episodes so far. Second Skin was so amazing, but the thing is, it was such an amazing episode, but I don't even know if it was like my favorite one of the 5 episodes of Season 3 that I've seen so far, because we've had some insanely good episodes like the House of Quark, The Search Part 1 and Part 2. Like, oh my god, just how good is this season, and is it gonna get even better later on? I am so excited. But wow, okay, where do we even start? Let's start with Kira being a Cardassian, because that was so cool. It was so trippy seeing her as a Cardassian. First of all, she looked pretty good as a Cardassian, you know what I mean? Like when Garrick's like, wow, I've never seen you look so, I don't know what he say, like charming or beautiful or something. I was like, you know, she does look pretty good as a Cardassian, I can't lie. Like, I don't know, I mean, what can I say? But just seeing her as a Cardassian and knowing Kira, it must have been such a nightmare for her when she first started. And even at the end, you know, when that guy is interrogating her and she's just kind of staring off into the distance, and then she walks to the mirror and punches the mirror and it cracks and she cries and she falls onto her dad's feet, Leggett's feet and stuff like that. Just so powerful, so well done, just showing this turmoil that's inside of her, how she doesn't want to be it, but how she doesn't want to be a Cardassian, but she's slowly accepting that maybe she is a Cardassian. But I really liked how they played up the mystery in this episode, because you didn't know what was going on. You didn't know if she actually was a Cardassian sleeper agent, you know what I mean? You didn't know if this was all in her mind, if this was some elaborate Cardassian torture device. You didn't know what was going on, but it was interesting because there were enough loose threads in what was happening where it felt like there was something more than Kira was a sleeper agent. But there was also enough evidence supporting the fact that she was some Obsidian Order sleeper agent that it was like, is she one? You know what I mean? So it kept you on this beautiful balance where it never was obvious what was going to happen. And then the twist at the end where this whole plan was actually a ploy to get Leggett to confess. That's his name, right? Leggett, like the father guy. Leggett to confess to being disable or something like that. He was like, I think he's like defying. You know how Quark's wife lady, not his wife, but you know Quark, you know how Quark was in love with that Cardassian woman in season 2. That was a great episode. If you haven't seen my reaction to that, you can check it out. But you know how he was in love with that Cardassian woman, and she was talking about how there's almost like this movement to overthrow the Cardassian command and the Cardassian government and stuff like that, because they feel like it just needs a whole new renovation, to put it lightly, just a whole change of scenery and of people and stuff like that. So there's like almost this little movement going on. It's like a rebellion is forming, and I feel like this guy Leggett was part of that rebellion in a way, because he was part of the Central Command, and it seemed like he was trying to get things to move differently within the government, but also playing like a role because he was in such a high up position. He was very vital to that movement as well. So obviously the Obsidian Order would want him, but really cool that twist, because it was one I did not expect until Kira started to say it, and then I was like, wait, this makes so much sense, because if they brought back the actual daughter, she would have her memories. So obviously they're not going to do that. So that's why they brought back Kira instead of the daughter, because Kira looks like the daughter, but she won't have the memories. But it's also really interesting how the daughter, her name was like Ileana or something, really great name. I really like that name a lot, but really cool how that she could still be alive and she could still be out there, which is really interesting. I hope that Leggett finds her, and I hope that Leggett comes back, because I really liked him as a character. I was really untrusting of him, but he turned out to be a really genuinely nice guy. And this is something that is interesting about the Cardassians, because even though the Cardassians are usually and generally pretty horrible people and pretty horrible species, there definitely are a few of them that are nice, and it's always really interesting to see a few of them that kind of disavow the things that normal Cardassians do, and this guy I felt like was one of them. And he was such a beautiful father figure as well, the way that he cared about Kira, even towards the end when he gave her the bracelet, said, this is for you, you're like the closest to family that I have. It was just really beautiful to see. Besides that as well, we got some great Garrick moments, we got some great Cisco moments. Garrick literally blows someone up at one point, which was awesome. He's done that twice now in the show, one in that Quark episode with the Cardassian woman that he loves, and then in one in this episode as well, and it's great both times. It's so satisfying and it's so funny. But Garrick, can he be trusted? The guy Leggett said no, he can't be trusted to Kira, so we'll have to see. I feel like Garrick can't really be trusted, but I always want to trust Garrick. I feel like the only person who can trust Garrick is Bashir, because Garrick's in love with Bashir, so that's obvious. We also got a really great look at the Obsidian Order in this episode, and I think the Obsidian Order are going to come into play more and more as the show goes on as well. I don't think they're going to be in like every episode. I don't think they're going to be as big as a threat as like the Dominion or something, but I feel like Garrick is now on their list of targets, which is really interesting. We also got a look at, and Garrick also killed the head of the Obsidian Order, or one of the heads of the Obsidian Order at the time, so that might come into play later as well. But just seeing the Obsidian Order in action again, they were already scary when we last saw them. They were equally as scary this time around. They were very smart, they were very calculated. The way that he was kind of torturing Ileana, or I guess Kira, Ileana, was really interesting, because the way he was talking to her and stuff, it was almost like its own version of a torture device and a torture method in a way. And it was a torture method not just for Ileana, but also for the father, which was really cool because that's who they were trying to get to in the first place. So yeah, overall, this was an incredible episode, an absolutely incredible episode, and one that I did not expect to happen, one that shocked me and gave me twists and turns and everything like that. And yeah, let's get into the next episode now, which is episode 6 of season 3 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and I hope you enjoy my reaction to The Abandoned. Quark's like, how dare they win? What is Jake doing? Jake, you're too young for that.
You aren't leaving.
Well,
Come on.
let it ride.
Quark knows.
Kachinko?
She's working the table well.
My name is Ogalar. What's yours?
Busy.
Hi, Busy. Nice to meet you.
You are evil.
Wait.
What's on the menu tomorrow night? Tomorrow night? Dinner with your father.
Wait, this is Jake's date?
In fact, he said it was your idea.
My idea?
This is Jake's date? What? I'm impressed.
You don't mind, do you?
Oh, no. No, of course not.
Why is he kind of smooth?
You're gonna love my dad's cooking.
This woman looks like she's like 15 years older than Jake.
I'm more in the market for entertainment.
Entertainment. Things are getting saucy this episode.
Ship that crashed in the Gamma Quadrant.
You're still going
In the Gamma Quadrant.
to visit?
I don't know.
Can I see it first?
There's no time.
Oh.
There's no time.
You and I have been doing business for years. Don't you trust me?
She just breathed all over his ears. Stimulating. He really just got junk. Wait, there's a baby. What if it's a Dominion baby? That's kind of sick. It's a sick crib. He's like, I don't want to be a dad. Wait, what is this baby then? Do you think she just like abandoned a baby? I guess she abandoned a baby here probably. But whose baby is the question? And what type of species? Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I am very excited for this episode. Last episode was awesome. Let's do this, Star Trek. Let's do this.
You bought a child?
Ryza, but I don't think we should put much faith in them.
Well, I haven't been able to identify his species, but...
Oh, interesting.
Chief O'Brien just started to analyze the wreckage. We should have a preliminary report in a couple of hours.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I paid good money for that wreckage and...
Don't even fight Cisco. Oh, wait, no, he's kind of cute though. He's just a little human. He's just a little baby. Oh, wait, no, he's not a human. He's got a giant thing on his face.
I was talking about an orphanage.
Oh, right.
Oh, Cisco the dad.
Yes, sir.
I wonder if it's difficult to put prosthetics on a baby's face. Probably is. Probably very limited to what you can do.
I miss taking care of Jake when he was a baby. I miss holding him.
I wonder if all parents think that. They probably do.
Changing his diapers, worrying when he was sick.
Nah, you only remember the good stuff. I'm hoping this is a Cisco Jake episode for the most part.
How about a hug for the old man?
What? Jake?
I told you, if you didn't invite her soon, I'd invite her myself.
He did actually say that. He did in the episode.
That'll give you a full day to prepare her for the traumatic experience of having dinner with the old man.
Yeah, let's go.
It's just dinner.
Exactly.
Right. All right.
I hope Cisco interrogates her. So what do you do for a living? What are you doing for school?
Is something wrong with the baby?
No, but he's not a baby anymore.
Wait, hold on. That is a boy. That is a boy now, not a baby.
I've never seen such a rapid maturation process in anything as complex as a humanoid.
I wonder if this creature is as mature as a baby, but is just big. You know what I mean?
Profile, I'd say he's no more than 2 weeks of age.
So yeah, I wonder if he has a mentality of 2 weeks. Probably not, because he just spoke.
Do you know what that is?
No. But I want to learn.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
What do you want to eat? What would be the first things that you guys make in a replicator? I feel like I've asked this question before, but I forget, so I'm asking again.
His biomolecular diffusion gradient already suggests that his cellular mitosis has been artificially enhanced.
Yes, I knew that too.
Saying he may have been part of some experiment.
Oh, interesting.
See if they increase. Maybe he'll get to the point where he can tell us who he is and where he's come from.
Good idea, Cisco. But get him some grub first. The man's hungry.
What about the rest of the wreckage?
It seems to indicate this was some kind of freighter or transport vessel.
And it came from the Gamma Quadrant, so do you think this is a Dominion baby?
Most of it's just junk. Twisted.
Sent by the Dominion, maybe?
Right. Tonight's the big dinner with Marta.
You know about that?
Well, Jake mentioned.
Everyone on the station must know now.
He's going to court-martial her by the way he's acting.
Well, I guess it's only...
It's scary bringing your girlfriend to dinner with the parents for the first time.
But she's 20 years old. She's a woman. And Jake is a 16-year-old boy.
Okay, so she's 4 years older.
She's a double girl. She's dating my son. I don't want to like her.
I don't want to like her. Peeking inside.
Major?
Odo? For you.
Thanks.
Let me guess, decoration for my new quarters.
Just a little something to brighten.
He has new quarters? That's so nice. Not just a little room with a bucket.
Thoughtful of you.
You're welcome.
You're not going to put it inside?
Everyone wants to see your quarters. It's called curiosity.
Oh, whoa.
It's not really finished yet. This is just the start.
What is that?
Into a place where I can explore what it truly means to be a shapeshifter.
Oh, that's so cool.
They need an entire set of quarters just to sit in your bucket.
I don't use the bucket anymore.
Really?
I've kept it to remind me of how I used to be.
I was gonna get him a beautiful bucket for Christmas, so my plans are ruined.
Textures. I can bring in various forms to emulate.
Okay, Odo.
Maybe I should leave.
No, please. You're always welcome here, Major.
Oh, babe, that's so nice.
Where should we put it?
In the bucket.
The nucleotide analysis proves that conclusively.
So he's a product of genetic engineering.
Interesting, okay.
Was he a unique experiment, or is this sort of thing common in this?
Itchy leg.
Want to genetically engineer someone with such an obvious flaw?
Nurse Hortak to Dr. Bashir.
Infiltration.
On my way.
That's my only explanation.
Listen. It's all right. No one's gonna hurt you. Let's just go back inside and.
Oh my god.
Stay where you are.
Oh. Oh, that was cool.
I think we've solved the mystery of our young visitor, Benjamin. He's a Jem'Hadar.
Yes! Yes! I knew he was some Jem'Hadar infiltration thing. Because the Dominion are gonna have to slowly infiltrate DS9 now and the Alpha Quadrant. Because they know that a full-on frontal attack won't work.
So they're going to study him like a laboratory specimen.
Odo knows about that.
More than a genetically programmed killing machine.
I agree, and we don't want one of them walking around the...
That's also true.
Let me get to know him. I'll be responsible for his conduct while he's here.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Founders to ensure the Jem'Hadar's loyalty. I can keep him from harming anyone.
So do all the Jem'Hadar have this, or just this one guy? I think all the Jem'Hadar have this trait.
And I also know what it's like to be a specimen in a laboratory. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, you do.
Find out if he really is just a programmed killing machine.
Okay, Odo.
Or if we can help him become something else.
Okay, Odo. Good try.
Yes, there is. And denying it won't make it go away.
Leave me alone!
He sees Odo and stops.
I have pains in my head. In my chest.
Interesting.
Enzyme. Right now, he's experiencing all the symptoms of withdrawal.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't want any more tests.
Dr. Bashir is trying to help you. You should let him.
You may run your tests.
Oh, that was easy.
I want to fight.
Who? Me?
No. The others.
Why?
Everyone else.
Is that wrong?
Well, let's just say we need to find other interests for you to pursue.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Smile. A smile.
What is smiling? Odo smile's a little creepy. Jem'Hadar smiling equals weird. She's here. The cups match her dress.
There isn't much to tell. It's a pretty familiar story. Parents killed during the occupation.
Oh man.
I have a sister and a brother on Bejor, but we haven't talked in years. Then I told them what I thought of their lives, and we stopped speaking.
Wow, just like that. I love Cisco's outfit, by the way.
Now some people will judge you based on nothing more than your job.
Looking at Cisco for that.
Jake, they aren't that good.
Yes, they are.
Nothing like your poetry.
No, you don't.
Oh.
Poetry, you write poetry?
That's pretty awesome.
Now who doesn't have enough faith in themselves? He writes some of the most beautiful things I've ever read.
Really, Jake?
That's what won me over.
He's like, no hands at the table, please.
You play dumb, Jot?
Oh, your son can play. He's quite the hustler.
A hustler?
Let me leave the table.
Jake seemed like just another teenage boy at first. But there's more to him than that.
I didn't realize Dabo girls were Bajorans and Dabo was like the job, but that makes a lot of sense to me.
Tell me more about my poet hustler son.
It's over here.
I think Cisco's taking a liking to her a little bit. What's her name, Martha?
I suspect it's another way of ensuring the loyalty of the Jem'Hadar to the founders.
Yeah, maybe.
Be replicated and only you can provide. That gives you a great deal of control over them.
It does actually.
My people don't have blood, Chief.
Awkward.
Well, his heart rate is slowing.
That's good.
I think we can hold it there for now. How do you feel?
Good.
So much better.
I'll be in my quarters.
Wait, I want to go with you.
Oh, that's a want.
As long as I can monitor his condition regularly.
Well, it seems I have my first house guest.
This is a want that is not fighting, so maybe this is good. Maybe this is for sentience. There we go.
With varying degrees of success. Some forms are more difficult to emulate than others.
Do this one behind him.
A changeling. That doesn't make me better. Just different.
Yeah.
On this station is better than anyone else. We're all equal.
Okay, Odo.
Think for yourself to make decisions based on what you want, not what I want.
This must be exploding his brain right now.
I want to know more about my people.
Oh, there we go.
And where I come from.
I can understand that.
That's a good first step.
Sometimes the truth is not very pleasant.
Yeah, you know Odo's truth is not pleasant at all, bud. Oh my days.
These are my people?
Yes.
Hey, this is a great episode, though.
You can channel your feelings of aggression in other ways.
How?
I hope he turns out not to be like everyone else.
To learn restraint. Learn how to live peacefully among other races, regardless of how you may feel.
Okay, Odo.
Contain your feelings of aggression and violence.
Okay, Odo. Oh!
It's too easy. Make it more difficult.
Oh my god. Oh, Kira's not gonna like this.
Computer, increase to level 5.
5!
I think I've begun to form a real connection with him.
Maybe.
I'm not trying to control anybody. I'm just...
I love how the woman just walked through and he stopped.
His instincts are all designed to do one thing, to kill.
We're trained to be a terrorist, but each of us chose to be something different.
Yeah, he is speaking the truth here. He's still going. Oh, again. He's so mad.
They're mostly curious, but they're also afraid.
I've seen the Jem'Hadar in action.
Killing? Isn't there anything else you care about?
I don't think so.
not at all.
Go ahead, Commander.
I need to see you in my office, Constable.
On my way. Wait for me in our quarters.
Oh my god, what if he kills someone? I can see why he's saying though, this nameless man. Like, for my species, there is nothing else.
Starfleet considers the boy a top priority. I did everything I could, but orders are orders. I put...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no, you gotta get him to put down the gun.
That no one interferes with us.
If they do, I'll kill them.
Oh my days.
Where are we going?
To the Gamma Quadrant.
Yeah, of course.
Going to the Gamma Quadrant, we can find a place where neither Starfleet nor the Jem'Hadar will bother you.
He wants to find the Jem'Hadar though.
To help start you on your new life, if that's what you want.
Wow, Odo.
I'm not like these other humanoids. I'm a Jem'Hadar, and that's what I want to be.
Wow.
I don't know what the other changelings are like, but I know they're not like you.
My god! He dropped the mic.
They're not.
Yeah, they're really not. This is a pretty good twist, because you always expect episodes like this where the character is like a kind of a horrible person to become good at the end. But he wants to become a Jem'Hadar, which is pretty awesome.
I'll take the boy back to his people, then return in the runabout.
You really think they're gonna let you return?
Admiral Nechayev won't like that answer. But it has the virtue of being the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll see you when you get back.
Better bring Odo back.
To do what's best for you, he was trying to help you.
He's not my friend. He's my enemy.
Oh, calm down.
And I now know that anyone who is not a Jem'Hadar is my enemy.
Calm down.
Or the boom in those two.
Well, I was. But some things came up at dinner I didn't expect.
Yeah, some good things. Poetry things. Odo's back.
You were right.
He couldn't be changed. Wow, got chills at the end there, guys. Oh my god, that was a good episode for the Dominion. Ooh, okay. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. And that was my reaction to episode 6 of season 3 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Abandoned. And that was another really good episode. I think overall, I enjoyed that episode a little bit less than I did the last one that I watched, Second Skin, but it was still a really great episode, and one that I thought characterized the Dominion and the Jem'Hadar really, really well, because we focused on this episode on Odo trying to teach this Jem'Hadar man, boy, child thing, you know, this newly born Jem'Hadar, the way of life, you know, that there's more to life than violence, and that it's okay to have these violent tendencies because, you know, it's part of your species and stuff, but there's more to life, you know what I mean? And you have to learn to accept that. You have to learn to live with other species and stuff. And in every other story, you know what I mean? In every other story, you expect for this boy to evolve in a way that Odo wants him to evolve. You know what I mean? You expect him to integrate himself into the society. You expect him to learn that there is more to life, that there is stuff to love besides fighting and killing. And in every other show, that would be the case. At the end of the episode, you know, he would integrate into society. People would accept him, and he would accept where he is in his situation and stuff like that. And then everyone would move on. But in this episode, what was really interesting, and the twist of this episode really, was that he didn't do that, was that there was no way to change him, was that he was engineered so efficiently and so meticulously that there is no way to change the Jem'Hadar from the way of life that they only know, you know, the way of life of killing and the way of life of violence. That is all the Jem'Hadar want to do, and there is no way to change that. And I think that is insanely good characterization. This episode was insanely good at characterizing the Jem'Hadar as really big threats, because we've seen the Jem'Hadar before and they have been huge threats. I'm already very nervous and scared and terrified of the Jem'Hadar. Whenever they pop up on screen, it's like, oh guys, like let's not do anything a little rash here, because they are very scary. They're very, I don't know, terrifying. They're even more terrifying than the Cardassians in some aspects, and we haven't even really seen the Jem'Hadar that long, but just the way that they show how powerful they are is crazy. But the fact that you can't change them is another aspect to the Jem'Hadar that is equally as terrifying as any of the other actions that they may have done to DS9 or to Starfleet or to Bajor in general or to our main characters. The fact that they cannot be be good, the fact that they cannot integrate themselves into a society with other beings, the fact that they do think they are better than everyone else except for the founders, and the fact that it is impossible to change that is a very scary prospect. And it was a very important thing, I think, to add to the Jem'Hadar to just make them even more scary. But that's what I really liked about this episode a lot, was the fact that we now know that it is not possible to change the Jem'Hadar, and that the Jem'Hadar are only violent and only want to kill, and that is their only purpose in life. And it makes it scary. So when we see them in the future, they'll be a little bit more terrifying, I have to say. Maybe we'll even see this guy in the future. That would be kind of fun. But it was a little sad as well, you know, seeing Odo fail at teaching this kid. And I don't think it was anything to do with Odo himself. I think Odo would be a good teacher at this stuff. And Odo tried to give him outlets of violence. He recognized that this kid needed to have violent outlets because that was just part of who he was as a species. And so Odo recognized that. He let the kid go into the holosuite and fight this person, but it just didn't work. And to see Odo sit down with Kira at the very end of the episode and say you were right, because Kira was like, no, you're not going to be able to change this guy. And obviously I was rooting that Odo could change this guy, but Kira is right, and you can't change the Jem'Hadar. They're just gonna be these kind of evil kind of creatures, you know what I mean? These people that just want to kill other beings because they feel that they're inferior to them. And so it was just kind of like heartbreaking seeing Odo kind of admit this defeat. I don't know, there was something about it that was just so sad. But besides that, I really liked the Dabo girl stuff. I forget what her name was. It was like Marta or something like that, but the person that Jake really likes and that she likes Jake. Age gap is a little iffy, but you know, we're not going to talk about it right now. But you know, 4 years, especially when Jake's like 16, is a little iffy, I gotta say. It's very iffy in my mind, to be honest with you. It's very iffy, but I'm not going to talk about it in this review. I'm not going to talk about it in this review. If it's okay in the show, then I'll let it slide, I guess. But I really did like her as a character. I thought that she did actually, you could see that she really liked Jake, and you could see that she appreciated him for the stuff that he did. It was really cool to see her talk about his poetry, which was awesome. Jake talked about her writing. That whole dinner table sequence is actually really cool, and the way that she was like, you know, it's crazy how people would judge other people based on their jobs. And and she looked like directly in Cisco's eyes, and that's something that I can relate to as well. When I tell people, not necessarily that I do YouTube, but when I tell people what degree I'm doing at university, they kind of like look at me like, oh yeah, you're doing that, oh you're gonna like, for a profession in the future, I'd like to become a teacher. And when people hear that, they're kind of like, oh yeah, you're gonna become a teacher, because teachers don't make, you know, an abnormally amount of money, you know what I mean? They don't make a giant pool of money as a job, and so people kind of look down on it a little bit. So it's almost a little awkward to say that that's what I want to do, because people kind of look at me a different way when I say it. Sometimes they kind of sneer a little bit, or kind of go, oh yeah, okay, that's cool, and then they just don't talk about it for the rest of their lives. So it was kind of interesting, because I had a connection to Marta when she was talking about how she kind of disconnected with her family because she wanted to be a Dabo girl, you know what I mean, because they judged her for the job that she has. So I had a connection to her there, and I was like, oh, that's actually really interesting. And yeah, overall I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was great, and I'm really excited to see what comes next in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Anyways, that's going to be the end. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Remember, on Patreon right now, you can check out episodes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 on Patreon right now, which means you can watch up to Past Tense Part 2, which must be a pretty epic two-parter. I'm hoping it's a pretty epic two-parter at least. And yeah, besides that, I'm really excited to get into more Deep Space Nine. Next week, we have episode 7 and episode 8, Civil Defense and Meridian. Hopefully, I'll see you around for those episodes, or, you know, I'll see you around on Patreon if you choose to watch any of the episodes ahead of time. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time for my next Star Trek Deep Space Nine reaction.